Alright, everybody, as a highly requested video from all of the thousands of comments on my first video, I'm gonna be doing Roblox. Um, we're gonna just sort of start out by trying to figure this out. Okay. I don't know if you guys are able to see this recording thing back down here. Hopefully not. Okay. We're gonna just start out with a simple hide and seek extreme. Because I'm way too good at this game. Um, so talking about the first video, of course, I didn't expect to get 1 million views on the first video, but thank you for everyone who watched it. Um, you know, I I don't know, it was pretty nice seeing that many people, but, my plans for this channel are just sort of to post whenever, and I don't really know how to use OBS or ODS. I don't know the recording software. But whatever. So I guess one of the topics I want to talk about are, one second, the dogs are moving. That's cute. So my plans for the future are to possibly make some movies. I don't know how to do 2D animation, but you know, as I get more subscribers, then I'm hoping that I get a few that know how to use like Blender and stuff to do 2D animation, and then just sort of get advice from you guys on it and stuff, and just sort of like do some streams where I just learn how to use the 2D software, because I don't even know how to use it. I bought it was a Huion drawing tablet for like $300, and I haven't used it once. So, like, it works and stuff. I've just never actually used it, and I don't know how people can make entire movies from that stuff. So I'm still debating if I want to do 2D or 3D animation for my movies. But I'm going more towards 2D animation. I think it would just be a lot more fun, but you know, an hour and 20-minute movie could take a year at least um, to create, and then I don't even have a voice acting cast or anything in it. I like, the plan would be to just make it myself, you know, animation story. I'm already like coming up with a story, and it's pretty genius. What you'll learn is that I'm actually the smartest person. So, yeah, I'm also the funniest person, but I'm trying to make that not too obvious in the first video or second video. I'm trying to save up for it and sort of count my blessings, you know what I mean? Yeah, because timing. But look, autistic. Autistic. I'm not actually autistic. That's just sort of my thing. So funny. The best place to hide on this one is actually the drawers over there. But I don't care. I like skill, and skill is over here. Go down here, and then go down here. Oh, I don't know if you can actually do that. I haven't played this game in a year. My plans for this video is just to film some Roblox gameplay. I don't want it to be too long because I don't know what I would talk about for that long, but I'm getting pretty good at it so far. I've started to practice talking to myself in my car, and it sort of started to make me go insane, which is awesome. Because every day that I get better at going insane, the more likely it is that I won't end up in an insane asylum because I'm too good at being insane that they won't even notice. You know, like they won't even um check this. I was about to leave the game after that one. Um I don't know. What I was gonna do is I was gonna go through the teleporter and then just jump off the side, but we both went in at the same time. Um, stupid, stupid, stupid! Gosh! Ah! Anyways, so yeah, but the plan is to become more insane so that whenever I actually genuinely go insane, then it won't be as obvious, so I won't get sent to an insane asylum, and they would sort of just like let me live because they don't actually know that I'm insane. But yeah, that's the plan so far. Um, College was nice. I don't know if I mentioned that I was in college. I'm not really. I'm like, I have one class and I might not go next semester. I'm still thinking about it. But it's for welding. Um, that's the one class I have. And I mean it looks cool. I haven't actually looked at it at all. Like they were just like, "Oh, we have welding." And I'm like, "Maybe I could do welding." And so I signed up for it. But it's free. I got like a scholarship. But I was thinking about taking out a loan just for the fun of it. I decided against that because I do want to have a wife and kids someday, and I want to have money to provide for that, for the wife and kids, kid/kids. You never know, um, you never know what'll happen. You know, you at one point you're having one kid and then you have twins. You know what I mean? And that's just the sort of things that I think about. There's okay, good. Um, I thought they weren't gonna be found, but yeah. So, but then you end up having twins. Of course, if I were to have kids, it would need to be an even number, either two, four, or six. Because if you have one kid, then the kid becomes a spoiled brat. If you have two kids, then they get along together. If you have three kids, two of the kids will get along, but then one of the kids will be left out. If you have four kids, then like there'll be like two pairs of best friends, and then um they can sort of just switch between. But then if you have 5 kids, then that's also fine. After you get past 4, then it's sort of like, who cares? So I guess 5 kids is also fine. But 6 would be cool. Because even numbers make sense. Um, yeah, these are the things I think about every single day. Yeah, but I'm also getting into working out again. I started like 2 months ago, and then I've sort of been like I worked out every day. That's a genius hiding spot. Um, you know what's a really good hiding spot? It's actually down here in this area. It's just hard to get to. Um, yeah, so, there's like, oh, is this person also gonna go there? Okay, good. Um, that, that might be better. I don't know, I have a lot to think about. Well, anyways, so I started working out like 3 months ago, and then I lost all my motivation like a month ago. And then I sort of stopped, but also not really. But I also stopped eating as much. I cut down to like 2 meals a day for like a week, and then I stopped eating for like 3 days. It was it was a fast, and it was nice. I wasn't very hungry by the end of it at all. And then yeah, like it wasn't to lose weight or anything. I'm at a healthy weight, but I was just sort of like, what do I look like whenever I'm not as heavy, as fat, as fat as I am right now? Um, as I was right then. And, it worked out. It worked out great. I got to see my cut abs, my super cut abs. And, that's always a nice sight to see. And then, uh, that was really good. Um, yeah, so I would get really, well, anyways, so now, is this person, isn't that person hacking? Yeah, that person's hacking, right? I haven't played this game in a while, so I'm guessing this person's hacking. That's chill. I'm gonna report them. I don't care. What's their name? Black? Button. We're gonna report them. I don't care. I'm gonna report them. Robin. Um, I don't know. I guess Avatar. Robin. Hacking. Cheating. Cheating. Um, in your words, help us understand what went wrong. They were running fast. Lol.
Bye.
We received your report and will take action soon if needed.
Bye.
Thank you. Well, anyways, back to what I was saying about something. I don't know what I was talking about. I was talking about kids. Just talking about the ideal amount. Is he helping the person who's it? I don't understand. Hard for Bia. Oh, I think he missed me.
Bye. Bye.
Check this. Oh, never mind. Um, so I was talking about kids, welding. Was it talking about welding after kids? I don't know. Um, maybe it was before. I don't know. But yeah, my movies, they're supposed to be really good. I haven't finished writing them, but like I watch these movies that are really bad, and then I'm like, I could do so much better. And then, I'm just sort of doing this to prove that. But also, I think it would be cool.
Bye.
Um,
Bye.
bye! Bye! That's my favorite sound in the game. Um, yeah, but, um, my movies, I sort of came up with like the main idea whenever I was like 16, but I didn't really come up with like it as a movie. I was just like, that would be a really cool like piece of technology in general. And then I was like, well, there's two options here. I can either invent this, piece of technology that's probably never gonna exist, or I can make a movie about it. And so I decided on the second, like the second option. And yeah, I think it would be pretty cool. There's really not many places to hide in this area. I changed my mind, and I probably just lost. Because here he is. Um, yeah, but I don't really want to expose too much about it, even though it's really just sort of like a pipe dream right now. Give me a second. This game is really intense, and it makes you like freak out. Like I'm freaking out right now. This is how my voice sounds whenever I'm freaking out. Where's the person? Who's that? Okay, so they definitely found me. That's not good. It's too obvious. We have to do something really, really smart. We gotta sacrifice someone. Gotta go like that. Check this. No! Anyways, so how are they there? Well, anyways, but yeah, the movie, so I don't really like any of the modern movies. Like, I haven't seen Zootopia 2. Um, I haven't been to the movies in a long time, and I really haven't watched any movies. Last, like, new movie I watched, um, I don't know. What movies have come out? I think that I don't know. Oh gosh. Um, I don't know.
Bye.
This is really stressing me out, man.
Bye.
Oh my
Bye.
gosh. Um,
Bye.
wow.
Bye. Bye.
Um, I
Bye.
don't know. I don't think that any
Bye.
movie that I've seen recently has been that good. Like maybe
Bye.
Top Gun Maverick.
Bye.
That was probably like the best movie I've seen that's recent. I also liked Guardians of the Galaxy 3, but I have to rewatch it because I didn't think it was all that good because of Rocket Raccoon's voice whenever he was a baby. It really, really, really annoyed me. It really made me mad to the point where I just didn't like anything about the movie. Um, like not not anything about the movie. I actually really liked it. Like I really liked the part um where like Gamora doesn't remember Star-Lord, and then it's so she doesn't remember all the memories and stuff, and she doesn't remember why he loves her and why she loved him. He will love her. I don't know. It's just obviously a confusing dynamic with her. Spoiler alerts, by the way. Her being dead, but then her past self coming back. Spoiler alert. Gosh. But yeah, I really like that dynamic because it just sort of
Bye.
like it was extremely
Bye.
realistic. It's just so real. Like women, like people love you mostly from experiences rather than, just full looks and personality. Like she probably wouldn't have even
Bye.
talked to Star Lord if he wasn't what's the actor's name? Who knows? I'm trying to remember. Um yeah, um if Star Lord didn't look like didn't look like that actor, then I don't know. Oh, this is for Roblox. I don't like Roblox. Oh yeah, by the way, this is all the stuff I have. I have basically all of it for at least all the stuff that you don't need Robux for. Yeah, I'm just missing this one character. Um, yeah, but so yeah, Gamora wouldn't have even talked to him if he wasn't attractive, because that's how
Bye.
humans work. Whenever women would look at ugly men, which is like, which is basically all of them, men are extremely disgusting and ugly. I will talk about that more in another video. Um, because I also mentioned it in the first video. But yeah, I'll explain my misandry. Yeah, I'll explain my misandry in another video. It's actually probably the best opinion you'll ever hear. Um, yeah, but then women, whenever they see an absolutely just like disgusting looking man, then they would just get annoyed. They wouldn't even see the guy. Like they wouldn't have any sort of emotional response. They just would see nothing. And then that's just that's interesting to think about. Like they wouldn't um 1 second. Gotta lock in. I've obviously gotten rusty. I'm a bit confused on how I got up here. Never mind. I figured it out. I went up this computer. Um, but so yeah, but if Gamora, like Gamora doesn't remember them, she doesn't have the memory. She doesn't have the experiences or trauma or whatever that her future self and Star-Lord had, and so she just doesn't really see like that's why she doesn't have any feelings for him because she doesn't have the memories. Um, so yeah, and like what I'm wondering is if they had not separated and had more memories, then would they have eventually fallen back in love? Back in love in Star Lord's case. Past Gamora doesn't really like Star Lord at all. But yeah, so I like to think that they would, because you know, love is a choice. Which one of these days I'll probably make a relationship video, um, and maybe talk about my own personal experiences. But I don't know, I haven't decided yet. This is only my second video, which I'll probably stop playing after this round. I don't know how long these rounds are, but it's already been going on way too long, 30 minutes. Oh my gosh. If you made it this far, um, I don't know who you think you are, but I personally would never watch 30 minutes of a video, much less one of my videos. Like, the intro was fine because it was 2.5 minutes. This is disgusting. 30 minutes for a video? But yeah, um, yeah, I really like the those parts, that part of the Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Um, that was just super real.
Bye.
Um, and then, obviously they separate
Bye.
and they'll probably never fall back in love, but they were for real and one of my favorite um relationships in the entire MCU because of whenever they like danced. And spoilers, by the way, spoilers if you haven't seen a 6-year-old movie, in Guardians of the Galaxy 2, whenever they're in Ego's like house and they're on the balcony listening to music, that was just so real. I've never danced with a woman like that. And I'm 18. So my life's pretty much over, which is what I've realized. Like, yeah, that's why I made this YouTube channel. This YouTube channel is my retirement plan. 18, never had a girlfriend. Um, be so for real. Be so for real. Um, that's not how I talk. Also, by the way, whenever I say things like be so for real, let me cook and stuff like that, it's just because I scroll Instagram reels too much. That's not who I am. That's not my slang. It's my addiction speaking. It's not me. It has never been me. It's just reading the Instagram comments.
Bye.
Um but yeah. So um yeah, I guess we're on retirement now. I have like a lot
Bye.
of money in my retirement fund. I think more money, I think I have the same amount of money in my retirement fund than I do in my actual like account. because I was unemployed for like 3 months, which were the best 3 months of my life, by the way. I racked up 170 hours on Minecraft, and then I took a trip to Colorado, which I'm still figuring out how I feel about it. Um, you know, like people are like, "How was your trip to Colorado?" And I'm like, "I don't know. We'll see. We'll see." Because it was good, but it was also super confusing. I don't know how I feel about it. Because it. Uh, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it was. Um, yeah, but I don't know. I guess I could say 26 hours is um is basically nothing. Like a 26-hour drive for like I would drive two 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 jajillion two. Hey, be nice. Be nice. For real. Yeah, let's just kick this guy. Let's kick him for bullying. Yeah, whoever this kid is. Yeah,
Bye.
you better be.
Bye.
I'll tell your parents.
Bye.
I'll tell your parents. There we go.
Bye.
Yeah, but so yeah, like I would drive 40 hours, 40 quadrillion hours for the love of my life. You know what I mean? Oh, this is supposed to be my last round. Okay. I won't. Gotta go. Good night. I don't know any of these kids in this game. But yeah, that was really, really fun. Um, anyways, um, deuces.